Hey, this is Mark from Englund Marine and Industrial Supply. We're here to talk about razor clam digging on the coast. You can razor clam dig with anything from as simple as a plastic gun that starts at $14.95 up to a beautiful big stainless gun with an air tube at $144.95. Razor clam digging is a great family activity. You want to be a little careful. Look at the surf report, see how high the surf is. If it's a big, blustery, windy day, probably not the thing to do, but it's great fun on the beach. It's fairly quick usually, and it's delicious. So these clam guns are plastic, PVC. They work really well. They will catch you a limit of clams. They tend to break down in time, but they're really an inexpensive way to start. And aluminum guns go up to about 85 bucks. They work great. They last a little longer, but they still pit in the surf and the salt if you don't clean them up really good. Then you go to a stainless gun like this with a little air tube on it, $109.99. The CrabHawk, probably one of our most popular guns. It comes with a 4-inch tube, 4.5-inch tube, excuse me, or a 5-inch tube. You've got a bad back. These come out of the sand really easy. They're hand-rolled stainless steel tube with an air vent on the side. The air vent, if you pull up nice and easy, will let air down into the sand and break the seal. Come out of the sand really big, come out of the sand really easy. And the 4-inch tube doesn't hold so much wet sand, so it's not near as heavy. The 5-inch tube, you don't have to be quite as good a shot. You won't pit up your clams. It also has the vent tube on the side, but will be a little heavier when you pick it up. And one of our most popular guns, the Claminator, has a vent tube on the side, has a little valve down here so the tube can't fill up with sand. Comes in and out, really easy to use, a little bit heavy, but probably the lifelong gun. You'll notice that Washington has 59 clam digs between September and December. Most of them are at night. A lantern like this super bright little LuxPro lantern will work great to go out at night and be able to find clams. Lots of people like to use a headlamp. Good headlamp, good strong headlamp will help, but it's easier if you have a lantern to hold down low to throw shadows over the holes and the bumps in the sand so you can see the clams easier. A regular pump up gas lantern works, but now that there's LEDs, they're a lot simpler, less expensive, no globes to break, nothing to hurt. Awesome little light. Most old school clam diggers dig with a shovel. It's not like spading your garden. You stick the shovel in, you lift some sand out, slide your hand down and grab the clam. Commercial clam diggers all use shovels. It's the fastest way if you're good at it to get one. Me, I'm a little lazy. I like to just use a gun because you only have 15 clams anyway and I don't want to get on my hands and knees to get them. So I run with a gun. Everybody has to have their own clam digging bag or device to hold clams in. You can't mix your clams. Each person is allowed 15 clams. In both states, Oregon and Washington, you're required to keep the first 15 clams you get. Bags come in different sorts and sizes. There's any container will work. It's nice to have one on your belt so that it's easy to put it in. You can go to our website and look at Claminators, see what the prices are, and go have some fun clam digging. This is Mark from Englund Marine and Industrial Supply. Thanking you for listening.